Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca Nathanson, Director of Product for the Google Assistant Developer and Integrations Platform. My team is responsible for all of the systems and tools that let developers build on top of the Google Assistant smarts. I'm really looking forward to being able to meet you all in person at some point, but just not quite yet. But I'm thrilled to be here on the screen today to talk with you about what we're up to over in Google Assistant land. First, just a few stats, because stats are fun, at least for me. One of the things I love about working at Google is the sheer scale. Building products that help so many people is a huge rush. Just how many people? Well, Google Assistant is available on over 1 billion devices with over 500 million monthly users. And my international relations major heart is warmed by the fact that we're available in over 30 languages and in over 90 countries. And there's no way we'd reach those numbers without third parties. Much as I wish I had infinite resources within my team to build everything under the sun, it's just not the case. We can't build everything ourselves. Not just because we don't have infinite people, but because, honestly, third parties can do it better than us. Someone that's built an app or a company around fitness understands it way more deeply than my team and I do. And users see that too. We've seen third-party fulfillment more than double. That's great progress along the way to Google Assistant's overall vision. And that vision is to build the most helpful, intelligent, voice-forward digital assistant. We've gotten super excited about the opportunities within Android to do just that. The scale of the Android ecosystem, paired with Assistant, is quite simply a massive opportunity to make apps ever more capable. Developers can extend their apps across form factors and add visual, touch, and voice capabilities, and do it within a huge pool of potential users. With more than 2.5 billion Android mobile phones, over 100 million cars running Android Auto, and over 8,000 apps running on Android TV, the Android ecosystem is growing everywhere you care to look at it. And the opportunity to make those apps smarter, voice-forward, and more discoverable is simply massive. Now, the key benefits we see Assistant providing to the Android ecosystem are threefold. First, we can help users come back to apps when they're relevant and valuable. The context that Assistant has both about what an app can contribute and what the user is doing in that moment combine to help apps appear when they're most needed. Next, we can help users complete tasks faster and more easily using voice and automation. We're really excited about both of those pieces. Voice because we believe that the future of interaction is about just asking for what you want. And automation because there are so many things that a computer can just do faster than humans, and that humans feel no need to hold on to. Waiting on hold comes to mind. And finally, we can help Android apps play in new settings where a hands-free and even eyes-free experience is needed. I'm particularly excited about the opportunities here in the car, where we all spend so much time. Being able to manage your digital life without tapping and staring can make everything from the commute to the family road trip easier. Now, these capabilities are manifesting in all sorts of new features that help mobile users get things done just by using their voice, from order my groceries to start my run. And as I just noted a bit ago, voice is helpful for all sorts of situations beyond simple hands-free use on a phone. It's also critical on a lot of emerging surfaces like auto, wearables, and TV. We've seen all sorts of creative uses of these capabilities in ways that bring the app forward in far more settings. You can see just a few here, from app suggestions to commerce activities to exercise tracking and reporting. The early adopters we collaborated with came up with all sorts of great ways to leverage the new capabilities we built. But I'd like to go into a little more detail about what exactly we've built that's enabling all of this new capability. First, we delivered shortcuts, which you can think of as Assistant building an additional front door to your apps. With Android shortcuts and a new capabilities API, you can create voice shortcuts for your apps that give users quick phrases to help them jump to the part of the app that matters to them. Assistant can even proactively suggest these voice shortcuts to your users, like this example on Reddit. And this suggestion can take place in all sorts of settings. Assistant can help suggest app actions to your users across all kinds of Google properties, including search, Android launcher, and voice queries on mobile. Next, one of my favorite new features, voice control. We've improved our speech recognition models for our new Pixel phones so that you can create messages, emails, and more. And it's not a "would you like to go out to eat?" type of thing either. You can actually just speak out your message without dictating punctuation, easily change what you said, and even send emojis. Now, if it could only find me the perfect GIF for every occasion, it would be ideal. Finally, we launched assistant-enabled widgets. Widgets have been around for a while, but we gave them a turbo boost. We've made it easier to build widgets that are simply more useful, discoverable, and interactive. These great new widgets let users engage with your app straight from the home screen. And now, users can invoke widgets just by using their voice. This is great when users just need quick pieces of information without needing to launch or navigate to the entire app. You don't even need to start on the main home screen. It works great in the locked home screen or even in the car with Android Auto. Now, another one that I'm especially excited about on our path towards those turbocharged widgets, we're introducing multi-turn widgets. This assistant-enabled multi-step interaction works across all these surfaces with the same widget. So it's not only one-shot answers and quick updates that you can enable. Users can have a full conversation with a widget with help from Google. This integration lets you build single widgets with multi-step flows, like selecting and ordering a drink. We've gotten excited enough about this one that we've started building out a whole slew of fictional apps, including Coffee, which is also the recipient of my vote for fake app I most wish I had in real life. My coffee orders can get embarrassingly complicated to tap through on a mobile app. But it's so much easier to just say small decaf, almond milk, ginger spice latte, heavy on the ginger syrup with extra foam, and let the app figure out where it all needs to go in the order flow. Finally, I want to stop talking about all this in theory and give the floor to someone who's already launched a number of new capabilities using these features. We've been working with a lot of early adopters, and one of our most enthusiastic partners is Walmart. I got a chance to learn more about what drives their approach to innovation when we recorded a recent Voice Talks episode featuring Dominique Essig, VP of Conversational Commerce at store number 8, the incubation arm of Walmart. Dom shares Walmart's mission to build conversational experiences that allow customers to talk to Walmart anywhere, anytime, to help busy families manage their households. Let's take a listen.
I joined Walmart through the acquisition of Bonobos, where I was the Chief Experience Officer. After Bonobos, I was the Chief Product Officer at JetBlack, which was actually the first portfolio company out of store number 8. JetBlack was really focused with the idea of testing new technologies for the business. And we learned a really interesting kind of insight is that customers really enjoy talking to brands. So our conversational commerce team is focused on that. How do we build conversational capabilities and experiences that Walmart customers can talk to us to save time and to live better?
Wow, if we played the Do You Know game, I bet we would encounter a lot of people in common, both of us being in product for as long as we have been. So I can't wait to start talking about all the conversational commerce elements, but first I'd love to do a little framing. So retail has undergone an enormous amount of change over the course of the last 18 months with COVID. Everything from people not wanting to be in stores and therefore ordering for delivery or ordering for pickup, to inventory challenges, to people coming in and out of the store as quickly as they can. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about how all of these changes have affected Walmart.
I think COVID, drove rapid changes in consumer expectations, and this market is incredibly competitive for our customers. We've seen the growth of the General Assistant and how it helps our families every single day. But what we really are starting to see now is kind of voice commerce and voice shopping. If you think about it, food was really somewhat the last frontier in 2020. In e-commerce, we saw tremendous growth and and families going online to purchase the items that they need. So I'm incredibly excited about voice commerce and how it can enable and help our families. The expectation in 2030 is that 30% of e-commerce revenue will come from voice shopping. So I think there's tremendous opportunity here to help customers.
I know I've done a lot of new things over the last 18 months, everything from commerce to voice. I never expected to be adding to my shopping list when I'm wrist deep in biscuit dough, but when you're out of butter, you're out of butter. There have been so many new ideas. We've seen new games come out, new options for entertainment, and of course, all sorts of new commerce options. And so I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about how Walmart is doubling down on the innovation. It's really clear that Walmart is dedicated to this space, and in particular, this store number 8 idea. I'd love to hear a little bit more about how that works.
Yeah. So store number 8 is the incubation arm of Walmart. It's a core element to how they think about innovation for the company. This mission is really about how we shape and form and think about the future of commerce, particularly looking at consumers, industry, and the market. There are several portfolio companies within store number 8. It's actually not a store. It's a collection of portfolio companies that are focused on different experiences. And our team is focused on conversational commerce and specifically how do we test and learn, pivot to create the best experiences for our customers. We work alongside, but outside of kind of the core Walmart team. And when we've proven that a capability is ready, it will graduate into Walmart and think and grow to scale.
I can imagine all kinds of ways that conversational commerce can help shoppers. And I imagine it's kind of tough to figure out what direction you go first. So I was wondering, what is most exciting to you about voice in the future, and what is the team focusing on right now?
So first and foremost, about how we help our customers. So as we said, the past year and a half have been incredibly challenging. And what we really noticed is, and are focused on, is how do we help our busy families manage the complexity of their day-to-day lives? And so on average, people in the United States spend 2 hours a day kind of managing their household needs. That's everything: food prep, cleaning, household management. That's incredibly overwhelming. I'm sure you feel that as well. And so, our focus is how do we bring ease and convenience? I think our customers are seeking that to make their lives easier. And so our mission is really simple: build conversational experiences that enable our customers to talk to Walmart anywhere or anytime so they can shop and get the things that they need. And that comes to life in 4 ways. 1, save time. We all need more time. 2, help solve the paradox of choice. 3, be basically anywhere and everywhere our customers need us to be. And 4, allow them to communicate naturally. The power of voice, of just asking for what you need, is really quite important for our customers.
I would love to hear more about the paradox of choice. I am the sort of person who experiences analysis paralysis pretty much anytime I'm trying to buy something that is larger than a pack of gum. So how does Walmart help users manage that paradox of choice through voice?
Yeah. So first off, Rebecca, you're not alone. I think that we all feel that challenge, and there's so many options out there today. But when you think about your household shopping and you think about the things that your family needs kind of on a weekly basis, you really don't need thousands and thousands of options. You're looking for the right option that helps you solve your problem, and you probably just want to get it as fast as possible and move on to the next thing that you need to do for your family. So we use in conversational experiences, we use your order history, your profile, and our goal is to find a set of the greatest products for you and bring those back to you as fast as possible, because you want to move on. You want to be hands deep in biscuit dough and making and having those memories with your family.
I can feel my blood pressure dropping already. I don't have to worry. Just pick something out and move on. It sounds perfect. One of the other things that when I was initially talking with you and talking with the team about this, I'm newer to Google. I joined about a year ago, but Walmart has been working with Google on voice since 2018, which is an eternity in internet time. So I was wondering, what is the history there? What did you start with? How have things changed over time? And what is the real focus right now?
Yeah. No, that is an eternity in internet years. So we started and first built voice shopping in kind of early 2019. And really the idea started with that, our customers are incredibly busy. And the moment that they think of the item that they need, they need an ability to just talk and tell Walmart to add those items to their cart. We see this all the time. Our customers are, preparing dinner, they're in the kitchen, their hands are dirty, and they pull that last item off the shelf. And so by quickly just saying, hey, Walmart, add this to their cart, they're able to make sure that they're not going to be without that item in the future. Just as you said, as you're busy cooking biscuits, very easily you can just ask for the item that you need. And so the idea that you can be hands-free and multitask at the same time is just a huge opportunity for our customers to just manage all of the complexity of managing their household.
I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the experience of building those actions. I'm sure it must have been an interesting process because it was very early on in the lifetime of the App Actions capabilities.
You're right. So we've been working hand in hand with the Google team. We launched our first set of actions late 2020, watched the progress and how customers use them, and then have launched 4 more this year. The goal and focus of that has always been about how do we take those tasks that customers are using over and over and over, working hand in hand with the Google team to build those and launch them to really ease the process of customers using Walmart.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so some of the actions that you put together are pretty multi-step if you were to do them just tapping on a screen, which I think is really interesting because streamlining it is a really great way to help customers save time. But one of the other things that I really love is you can choose to do this action that takes you all the way through a whole bunch of steps, or you can choose to take those steps either using your voice plus your finger plus visual, or you can do it on multiple devices. So I was wondering, what is Walmart's approach to handling this very complex multimodal type of world that we're in at this point?
Multimodal experiences are incredibly important for customers. We see this today. Customers jump between apps, desktop, mobile web, as they're going about their tasks. And conversational experiences aren't any different at all. In fact, what we find, just as you said before, customers can be busy in the kitchen, can quickly speak to their smart speaker, add an item to their cart, and then next they're kind of walking through the bathroom, suddenly realizing they're out of toilet paper or toothpaste and can kind of engage with their phone. Or even so, they're on their way to pick up their grocery order and they can check in via the car. So I think multimodal experiences are incredibly important for customers. Their day and are so busy and so dynamic that they want to engage with Walmart regardless of where they are. So we think this is a strong opportunity to continue to drive investment in an area that we're continuing to explore.
I'm really excited to see this. I was wondering if we could get a demo of some of these actions that we've built.
Yeah, absolutely. So just as I said before, so many of the times we found ourselves in the kitchen grabbing that milk and realizing we're at the very last drop. And so it's so easy just to say reorder milk on Walmart. Quickly, we were able to find the milk and add that item to your cart. Step 1, set up the app action. Step 2, use your phrase, reorder milk on Walmart. It's as simple as that. You're all set.
One of the other things that you mentioned was scheduling a pickup. And that's one that drives me bonkers because I have to look at my app, look at my calendar, figure out when I'm free, look back at the app again. Walmart can't do anything to handle my crazy calendar, although if you have anything in the hopper in the innovation group, I'd love to hear it. But you can make scheduling that pickup that much easier. And one of the things I love about this demo is it shows you how fast it is. It's so fast, it practically goes by in the blink of an eye. So why don't we take a look at that demo?
Step 1, again, make sure you set up the app action. Step 2, use your phrase, book a time on Walmart. Step 3, you're all set to go pick up your groceries.
I kind of need to go and do some shopping and schedule a pickup. But that obviously doesn't happen until we're done here, and we're actually at the end of our time. So it's time to wrap up. Dominique, thank you so much for teaching me and teaching all of our audience about everything that Walmart is doing to push forward the bounds of conversational commerce. I really can't wait to see what we come out with over the course of the next months and years together. And I've really enjoyed our time.
Yeah, thank you, Rebecca. It's great to be here to talk with you, to work with the Google team, and really excited to share more about how Walmart is innovating in the voice experience to help our customers.
I really loved my conversation with Dom. It was so exciting to see a retailer really get the possibilities around conversational commerce, and I can't wait to see what our developer community comes up with next. Enjoy the rest of the conference, whether you're at your desk or in person in Arlington. Thank you, and I look forward to meeting all of you in person soon.